part two.
What you about to say?
That part. Hey man, so it's crazy. So one of my cousins, man, he invited me to a church he was guest speaking at. And then, I normally go to my home church. So I kind of split in between. I caught majority of his message. And then I want to say probably about halfway through, I went over to my home church. And it's crazy because the messages they were pretty similar. So that lets you know that, whatever God has for you is for your ears and is meant for you to hear in that specific time. So basically what I want to tell you, what I've gathered from today, whenever you receive issues, man, or any problems in your life, be grateful for them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know God. You know what I'm saying? If you know God and if you have a fellowship with God, what happens is when mass problems come into your life, man, all they're there for is to sharpen you. You know what I'm saying? To make you stronger as an individual and to prepare you forward into what God has for you in His life. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds like so cliche. I know it may not sound like a realistic thing, but it's just something that I live, man. I'm telling you God's honest truth. I had an accident with this Jeep. And if y'all seen in part one, you know what I'm saying, I wrecked into somebody's gate. I caught cases behind that and all. I was looking at jail time and everything, you feel what I'm saying, because I cleared it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want them to take the Jeep. You know what I'm saying? I just took a year and a half of building it. So anyways, man, long story short, any problems and any issues, whatever comes into your life, they're destined and designed to be there because God see where you at in this specific moment in time. But He knows where He wants you to be and where He wants you to end up at. And sometimes we need a little shaping and molding, for us to end up in that end result. You know what I'm saying? But for us to get there, we need some type of, corrective action. You know what I'm saying? So we can receive that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what all problems is, man, and issues. You know what I'm saying? So especially if you know God. Let me back it up a little bit. Those for individuals that know God. I encourage you, if you don't know God, it's as simple as just saying, hey, Lord, I accept you in my life, you know what I'm saying, as my Savior. I accept the fact that Jesus died for my sins and went to the cross and rose again, you know what I'm saying? That begins your journey on a fellowship with God, you know what I'm saying? And you just let God work on you, you know what I'm saying? But it's very important to have that day-to-day fellowship with God, and then you'll begin to get enlightened on some of His methods and, you know what I'm saying, how He reaches us, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not all through problems, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's through blessings, but the problems directly propel us forward because that's where we mostly focus on God because we don't have really, resources or anything else to look forward to, you know what I'm saying? We're looking for someone to save us from this issue. So when you see problems and stuff arise in your life, just know that God is working something out in that time, and it's gonna make you become better. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see any problem arise, smile, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Walk through it boldly, because when you come out of that, you're gonna be a lot better than what you did when it started. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, man.
We appreciate that spiel about God. I wanted to ask about that. Let's talk about Trump a little bit, man. How you feel about Trump? Being president specifically. How you feel about Trump being president? If you don't mind talking politics.
I don't really get into politics, man, because it's not a lot of truth in politics, and I don't really deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I like dealing with truth and the absoluteness of it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as Trump, man, I say bless that brother. I feel like it's a lot of underlining, you know what I'm saying, things that's going on that we not privileged to seeing. So with that being said, man, my spirit just feel like whoever takes control of this country, man, I feel like it's ultimately in God's hands. But I don't know, man, it's a lot of controversy around Trump and this whole election right now, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this country is in a bad space right now, so whoever take it over.
Do you feel like it was some stage stuff, or that was real, him getting shot at? Everybody trying to find out if it's fake or real. To be honest with you,
man, and this just me not being philosopher, you know what I'm trying to say, yeah. People. I really feel like it was staged, man, cause like.
Damn, Hollywood.
Yeah, bro, cause like, all right, reason
but
being.
But it was a real bullet, though.
It was a real bullet. Okay, it was a real bullet, right? But if they really meant to take this man's head off, it would have happened that way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just see it as this: when you have somebody that's running, right, or they have a campaign going on, you know what I'm saying? If their campaign is not, you know, at the top of that steam, or, you know, like really getting all the press or really getting all the coverage, you know what I'm saying? What can you do to incite conversation, to get people talking about you, to get people to tune in? Drama. People love drama. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is this: he went like this when the bullet came by. Who's to say he didn't have like a little razor or something in his hand and just sliced his ear? You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody aiming to take your melon off, bro, you feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't just be, I don't know, man. It could be just a divine intervention from God that wanted to keep that brother around. But to me, I just feel like it seems staged in order for his campaign to gain more momentum. You know what I'm saying? So he could seem like that larger than life individual. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it seems staged, because that's just too close, man. You know what I'm saying? And the way how he went like this, maybe it did graze him. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he sliced his ear with something. You know,
the way he did that was like the Hollywood part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just everything about that situation just didn't seem totally. Yeah, I mean, look how they got JFK, and that was somebody like damn near 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They popped him, I think, twice. You know what I'm saying? So if they want you, they gonna get you, man. A little graze by the ear ain't really gonna be it. So to answer your question, yeah, I think it was staged.
Yeah. All right, that's religion and politics. We're about to wrap it up, but that's what I say. Religion and politics don't really mix. That's why I asked you those two questions, you know, about God and Trump.
Right.
And for these people, do you consider yourself a Christian?
So I consider myself a believer. I believe in Yeshua. I believe in Yahweh. And the reason I say that is because, you know, a lot of religions and entities like that are put in a place to divide us, you know what I'm saying, as people. And that's not really what God's plan is, you know what I'm saying? God's plan is unity, you know what I'm saying, for us to give love to one and all, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm a believer. I believe in Yeshua, that, you know, he came and died for our sins, and I believe in Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, which is Yeshua's father.
So to wrap it up, what would you say to the people who don't believe in anything as far as a God? They just believe in themselves, like atheists pretty much. They feel like people who, like I got a homeboy, you know him too, but we ain't gonna say his name on camera, but he say the reason people find a religion is because they looking for guidance, basically. Like they don't know how to be a leader without, you know, finding somebody else to lead them. How you said you believe in whoever you believe in, them your leaders, some way. So what would you say to somebody who don't have a leader and don't believe in nobody? As far as God and Jesus and all that religion
I say, you know, we all at some point can use guidance. You know what I'm saying? And at some point we all need guidance. You know what I'm saying? But what I say to somebody like that is that, you know, just live, man. Experience life more, because there's no way you can walk out here in all this abundance of everything, especially on the timetable of how things operate, and not believe that someone created all this. Someone
going off the Big Bang, you know, the science people.
I feel that hard to believe, because you totally relying on coincidence, and I just don't believe things are just happening in coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason, and that's everything. I mean, down to the people you meet, down to the people you talk to, down to the things you do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Everything has purpose, you know what I'm saying? And for everything to have purpose like that, someone had to design it for it to have purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Right.
Someone or something.
Someone, something, you know, higher power. But I believe that there is a God, and there's the one true God who created all of this universe, you know what I'm saying? But atheists, man, let me tell you, this is what I said about atheists probably like 15 years ago. Believe it or not, atheists, you guys solidify the fact that there is a God more than anyone else. And the reason being is because if nothing exists, right? If okay, you guys say that atheist is a group of individuals that doesn't believe in God, correct?
Yeah,
or that doesn't believe that there's a God exists.
They don't believe in God and like leaders like Jesus and Yahweh. Correct. And, you know, Gandhi, all that type of stuff. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in following nothing, like nobody.
Correct. So But atheists, when you hear atheists, it mainly it gear you towards individuals that believe that there is no God. And the reason I say atheists solidify the fact that there is a God more than any other group is because how can you be against something that does not exist? Think about it. If
Think
about it. If something or entity or a higher power does not exist at all, you know, if it just did not exist, there would be no group to say that I'm against something that does not exist. If it doesn't exist, there is no group to say I'm against that because it doesn't exist.
I don't think they're not against it. They just choose not to be religious.
No, they're against it. They're saying there is no God. That if you're saying that there is no God, that there is no creator of the universe, then you're opposing of it. You're not in the same page with it. So you're against it. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're saying that you're against it, you solidifying the fact, because how can you be against something that does not exist? That's like me saying right now, what's your name on YouTube?
Miami Beach Playboy.
Miami Beach Playboy. That's like me saying, I don't like Miami Beach Playboy. Miami Beach Playboy is not real. I don't believe in Miami Beach Playboy. But yet and behold, Miami Beach Playboy is standing right in front of me. I'm on his channel right now. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's a group of individuals saying that they don't believe something exists.
I mean, there's really no real proof for God, though. That's
Why is it not? People say that
nobody
you can't
ever seen him or
you can't see God, but can you see air? But you breathe that every single day. You're living because you breathe air, a substance that you do not see, right?
They putting that science. They're saying air is based off of science. You know, you got atheists.
You can have that argument all day long, but people understand what I'm saying. They saying that's because there's something that they don't see. But you, watching this right now, if you do not breathe this invisible substance that we call air, you will not be alive right now, but you totally, wholeheartedly believe in it, don't you? And I'm going to leave on that note.
Maybe money sign bounce that. Y'all keep that playing.